Here at WM Promus, we know that it is critical to transform IT operations from a component-oriented view to a business-oriented view, and our product and service offerings reflect this. We're well aware that all IT service providers must continually look for ways to improve the services they deliver or to offer new services so that the business can be better supported. That's why continual service improvement support is something that we offer to you. Continual service improvement, well, it's about finding a match between the IT services and the business processes and services. It's about looking for the areas in greatest need of improvement and the areas where effective improvements can be made quickly and at minimal costs. So that means you need to do some form of assessment to actually identify the areas of greatest need, and you'll also need a register that stores the improvement opportunities. As part of our service, we use a tool that does both of these things. It's called the Service Improvement Manager, or SIM, and that is what I'm demonstrating here today. The SIM provides you with the capability to create and conduct assessments, and also provides a repository for all your risks and improvement opportunities. Here I am, logged in to SIM. It's a complete quality management solution that lets you assess, measure and improve everything from services to processes and systems. There are several parts to it. In front of you, you've got the Management System Explorer. This allows you to centrally define and share policies, procedures, roles, reports, including metrics and KPI reporting. With the Improvements and Risks Register, you'll never have to miss an opportunity again. Using this, you can capture and manage all improvements and risks in one central location. And as I already mentioned, the SIM tool also enables you to conduct audits and assessments. You can compare where you currently are against a wide range of standards and good practice. And finally, the Improvement Initiative Manager lets you rapidly build and manage improvement plans, complete a business case, costs, savings and benefits. So let's see how I conduct an assessment. The first step to creating an assessment is to provide a name, a short description as to what the assessment is about, and a scope statement. Let's say I'm going to conduct an assessment for a database company. I provide a description. Let's just add test here for the moment. And then I define the scope. Perhaps there are some partners involved. And I also want to declare what my goals and aims are. I then move on to the next step. Here I record a profile. This includes key details such as the industry I'm involved in, the company size, what's driving the assessment, etc. I'm going to populate these fields now. The companies involved in ICT. We're located in the United Kingdom. Currently our business focus is growth, and we're between 1 and 50 in number. We don't outsource, and what's driving this assessment is increased productivity and also improved customer satisfaction. Moving on to the next step, I'm prompted now to choose a particular assessment or standard that I want to assess against. WM Promus offer a range of assessments, and each assessment involves accessing an extensive database of questions to enable you to assess your levels of compliance, capability and maturity against your chosen standard or good practice. I'm going to choose the ITIL 2011 assessment, and this will gauge where I am in relation to all 26 ITIL processes. Now that I've declared what standard I want to base my assessment on, I need to specify the areas to be assessed, set some priorities and assign owners and due dates. So I'm going to select Incident Management and Process and Problem Management from this list. I'm also going to specify the depth of the assessment is advanced. I'm going to check the capability and maturity of my processes, and I'd like to launch the assessment now. Here in the execute phase of the assessment, I need to go through a series of interviews with various people and gather some evidence which will help me report where I am in terms of the ITIL 2011 Incident Management process. Let's look at some of these questions. The first one, has the incident management process been documented and is it regularly reviewed and updated? No, this has not been achieved. Or I can answer, this has partially or somewhat been achieved, this has largely or mostly been achieved, or this has completely been achieved. Let's look at the second question. Have the roles and responsibilities for incident management been defined and communicated? No, this has not been achieved. This has partially or somewhat been achieved. This has largely or mostly been achieved. Or yes, this has completely been achieved. I now need to answer all the questions. I can also click on the supporting evidence button and attach some supporting documents such as process maps. I can also add some details about strengths or weaknesses about this process. And once I have answered all the questions for this process, I move on. As you can see, the look and feel for the problem management assessment is very similar to that as for incident management. Let's look at the first question here. Has the problem management process been documented and is it regularly reviewed and updated? Again, I can answer, no, this has not been achieved. This has partially or somewhat been achieved, or this has largely or mostly been achieved, or this has completely been achieved. Once again, I need to answer all the questions here, and I can provide any supporting evidence or comments about strengths or weaknesses if I wish. I've now completed all of the problem management questions. I'm going to click on Save Changes, and I'll be able to preview the results, seeing as I've completed both the incident management questionnaire and the problem management questionnaire. You can see the preview results will show me where I currently am in terms of compliance capability maturity, what my short-term targets are, and what my long-term targets are. But let's move to the review stage to get a more detailed analysis of the results of the interviews. Here in the review stage, the SIM tool will process the results and allow me to view the scores and review my improvement opportunities and tasks. I can get some summary information about compliance, maturity, capability and improvement opportunities, and then I can also drill down to find more details about the processes that I assessed. In this case, they were incident management and problem management. So as you can see, the Assessment Manager provides a simplified yet powerful best practice approach to conducting regular process assessments. And working with Promus, we can provide you with a report that explains the output from the SIM tool. So let's just recap what some of the key features were. In terms of the service offering, you can have a consultant-led or self-managed option. You can purchase a license to use the SIM tool or purchase the full service and take advantage of Promus' extensive years of industry experience. As you can see from today, the SIM tool itself is very simple and easy to use. There are 4 major parts to it. It's got an assessment manager, which performs an extensive range of readiness, compliance, capability and maturity assessments. There's an improvement and risk register with all your improvements and risks in one central location. There's also an improvement initiative manager helping you manage improvement plans and construct business cases. There's a management system explorer which gives you one central area for all those policies and procedures, etc. And the benefits this gives you is it saves time, reduces costs, provides baseline measures, helps you with long-term planning, prioritises gaps for you, captures all improvements and risks in one central location, helps you generate business plans, and also gives you a centralised policy, process, procedure and role data. If you're not sure where to start or how to approach the next improvement cycle, why not contact us? You can reach us at www.wmpromus.com or telephone us on 0845 619 3111. We look forward to hearing from you.